Here's a conversation many leaders aren't having. If your organization isn't prioritizing accessibility, you're falling behind, not just legally, not just ethically, but strategically. Because leadership isn't just about your mission statement, it's about whether everyone can fully engage with your work. And if accessibility isn't built into your digital spaces, you're excluding people. You're breaking trust, you're leaving impact funding on the table. So let's talk about what real leadership looks like in the current digital world. I'm Dominique, former special education teacher and founder of A11y Impact. A11y stands for accessibility. That's the 11 letters that have been taken out of accessibility to shorten it up. So A11y or Ally Impact. I help nonprofits, foundations, and mission-driven organizations and businesses turn accessibility into a leadership advantage. Because the truth is, inclusion isn't just about hiring practices, it's about access. Innovation isn't just about new tools, it's about usability. Because impact isn't just about who you serve, it's about whether they can fully participate. If your digital presence isn't accessible, you're not leading with strong inclusive values, but that can change starting right now. Leaders set the standard for digital inclusion. Great leaders don't wait for regulations, they take action before the gaps become liabilities. But most leaders don't realize accessibility is their responsibility. Here's what tends to happen. They assume accessibility is just an IT issue or a problem that the tech department will take care of. It's not, though. It's an equity issue within your organization. Many leaders think that accessibility is just too expensive or complicated to prioritize right now, but in reality, small, affordable fixes can make a huge impact. A lot of leaders also focus on external DEI work, but ignore internal barriers. Employees, volunteers, and board members with disabilities face daily accessibility challenges in meetings, documents, and systems. The best leaders aren't waiting for someone to call them out. They're setting the standard for inclusion right now in how they operate on a day-to-day basis. Inaccessible organizations lose trust and opportunity. Right now, more than ever, funders are paying attention. More grants require accessibility commitments. If your organization isn't addressing digital inclusion, you're at risk of missing out on large funding opportunities. Public perception is shifting. People expect brands and organizations to practice what they preach and really walk the talk. Inaccessibility isn't just an oversight, it's a huge reputational risk for your organization. And engagement numbers don't lie. Websites and content that are accessible reach larger audiences, get higher engagement, and improve retention. As a side note, they also perform a lot better with Google SEO. Accessibility is a huge SEO driver for your website and can really benefit you in the traffic that you're receiving. If you're not prioritizing accessibility, you're losing trust, reach, and revenue. Accessibility as a leadership priority starts with small steps. You don't need a massive budget or a full accessibility audit just to get started. Although a full accessibility audit is a great way to know exactly what barriers you are dealing with. And I do highly recommend that you get one when you are undergoing a new website, you're making a lot of changes to your website, or there's just big changes in general happening within the organization, or if you've never had a full audit. But you don't need one just to get started. You don't need a massive budget. You don't need to know everything. Progress over perfection is a huge, huge step in the right direction when it comes to accessibility. You don't need to know everything. You just need to commit to learning it and being open to knowing what you don't know. I'm a firm believer that if you accept that you just don't know what you don't know, but you're willing to learn and take action so that when you know better, you can do better, you're going to be on the right track towards creating a more inclusive digital space. So here's 3 things that you can do right now to start taking action. Make accessibility part of your leadership conversations. Ask, who are we unintentionally leaving out? How are we ensuring that everyone can engage? Commit to accessibility within your digital strategy. Start by ensuring your website, your emails, and social media content meet basic accessibility guidelines. Empower your team with knowledge. Train on how to create accessible documents, emails, and presentations. Accessibility isn't just about your website, it's about your daily interactions on the internet, how you present on social media, and how you communicate. Real leadership isn't about perfection, it's about progress. So, how do you lead inclusively? Add accessibility to board and leadership discussions. Ensure your website and document are usable for all. Commit to ongoing learning. What is one way that your organization is prioritizing accessibility this year? Drop it in the comments. Let's start the conversation. If you know a leader who needs to hear this, share this video with them. And if you're serious about making your organization more inclusive, hit like and subscribe because I'm here to help you do just that. If you want to lead with real inclusion, not just with good intentions, start right now today. Download the Web Accessibility Starter Kit. You'll get a short, no jargon video to get your team aligned and on track, and a practical checklist with quick accessibility wins that you can start taking action on right now with no tech background and no web developer needed. You'll find the link in the description down below. And remember, leadership is about taking action. Take some action today.